Welcome to today's episode of Forging a Nation, everyone. Although, slight twist for today, almost taking on a slight side quest element. The Gen V to your boys, if you will. Where less focus is being played on Guy Thur, and we are focusing actually on the Icelandic national team because we're about to play our first game in the World Cup finals. Yeah, hi everybody. We are playing in the World Cup finals. We have got our first game of the group against Australia today. And just for reference, the teams in our group are Algeria and Colombia, and this World Cup is taking place back again in South Africa. So yeah, the main focus for this episode is just going to be on the World Cup. I am going to do a separate episode touching on the stuff that's been going on with Thur, which will kind of almost probably run alongside this in a way, really. It may be that there's some sort of overlap, but like I said, the main purpose of this sort of one-off little episode is going to be the tournament. So for a while, we actually were running the same formation that we were running with the couple of seasons ago with the number 10 here, but this has worked quite well for us with Iceland. But I'm just maybe a little bit scarred by our Euros performance last time, where we sort of put up a good fight, but ultimately fell short, really. We didn't win any games at all, even though we did sort of give the teams who were playing a good run for their money. So I've basically made the move to put Janssen as a 6, and then essentially having 2 8s in Schmidt and Björnsson. So Schmidt obviously has been with us for a long time, although you can see there that he is joining Ghent in July. But we'll touch on that in the sort of the third catch up. We have also got Lerver now with an Icelandic nationality, so we will look to basically bring him on for either Björnsson or Schmidt, basically as a rotation option there. And we are generally playing quite direct, well, slightly more direct with this team before we made the adjustment just to get it up to the 2 strikers. Now Schwaj is not quite at the races, but we're going to start him when we've got options on the bench to bring on for him, and then he's partnering Valdemarsson, our old player as well, also up top. And then we've got Svensson, Johannesson, and Hjorlifton, all third players. Although not necessarily together, all at some point. Johannesson and Hjorlifton used to play for us. Svensson currently plays for us. Janssen also used to play for us, to be fair. We actually had Reykjavik in on loan for a time. And then we've got Jummensen, our keeper, who's out on loan at Starnen still. He's our number 1 keeper at the moment. Although you do have Valsen, who could be tempted to start, potentially, actually, for today. Although Jurmensen is rated better star-wise, but I just feel like Valsen is a better keeper all round. So we're going to go with, Valsen maybe, who doesn't play for us anymore, but obviously used to. And then Aureliusson is from Breidablik, probably our best left back, maybe just behind Gislason, or slightly ahead of Gislason, slightly better defensively, a little bit younger. And Ragnarsson also, who we used to have, is just currently out with food poisoning. So yeah, let's see how we do with this. So we're off. World Cup campaign kicking off here in South Africa against Australia. Under no illusions that this is going to be potentially quite a tough tie for us, but if we can start well, if we can pick up like a draw or even a win, I'll take a degree of optimism from that. I know that Algeria and Colombia will also be difficult, although Colombia did just smash them 3-0. So who knows? Maybe if we can sneak a win here against Australia, it'll put us in a really good position to go through, which would be absolutely brilliant after the disappointment of the Euros. Hopefully the game is going to sort itself out and stop jumping in this way, because otherwise it's going to be very annoying if it carries on doing that. I noticed this problem yesterday actually when I was playing on my laptop. Like, it seems to be really sort of churning through, like really struggling to sort of crunch through some of the processing speed at the moment. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a memory cleanup and see. I've had this laptop a good few years, to be fair, and it has served me well, but maybe it just needs a little bit of a spring clean. Not brilliant. Quite sloppy giving the ball away like that. Well crossed by Reykjavik. He is not really that comfortable playing at wing back. He's very much a all round sort of DRLC, but he's our best sort of wing back option that we have. So we play him there, and he does quite well, even if he's not particularly happy about it. So yeah, what I'll do with this is this is just basically just going to be a one long form episode, sort of following our World Cup progress. So, oh no, we're 1-0 down already. Obviously, it could be very short if we go out at the group stage, or it could be potentially quite long. Depending, why is the assistant not got anyone being marked or watched? Yeah, or it might be quite a short one, or it might be quite a long one. I don't know. It just literally just depends on how we get on really. We'll tightly mark him on his first touch. What about this guy? I'm gonna press him because I feel like we should be able to get some joy out of him. He's brilliant. Glenn Austin playing for Man City. He looks fantastic. That guy. It was a nice finish, but I felt like we should have defended it better. Let's just put the press on. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Schmidt hit it to Björnsson. Does. Yeah. I think that took about 3 nicks, probably off Valdemarson right at the end. Just shows what happens if we squeeze them a little bit though. Like we can get in like that. Look at that again. Poor, but this is better. This is a lot better. Squeezing them. Shut up. Just got to keep putting the pressure on that back line because we can obviously get at them if we do. Here's Schmidt. Crosses it. Valdemarson. What can you do? What can you do? Back to Svensson. Janison. Up to Aureliusson. We're absolutely camping here. Not good enough. Not good enough. Maybe we should stop hitting early crosses and maybe try working the ball into the box a little bit, taking our time, trying to feed it into the likes of Suarez from Valdemarson. Yeah, well done, Johannesson. Now, we didn't actually have Johannesson for the Euros, and he is probably our best defender, really. Oh, nice. That's kind of what we want when we're flicking it long. That was frustrating. Definitely felt like there was a chance there. Good cross. Look at that. We're at chance creation is off the charts for us compared to them now. Really need like I got a horrible feeling we're gonna struggle here. I don't know why. Just got a feeling that we might struggle to get the ball in the net. Or we're gonna concede like a sloppy second goal. Like that one. Own goal. Deflected in. Exactly like that. I just had a feeling. Just had a feeling. So frustrating. That was really annoying. Like, how are we 2-0 down? I don't know how we're 2-0 down after that. And it takes some comeback. Look at that, 10 shots to 4. Maybe it is time to maybe we push Schmidt up a little bit. And just see. Just see if that gets us anything. Harsh to give Janison a bad rating for that because of the own goal. Like, it was probably going in anyway. If anything, it was just a deflection. It did completely obviously wrong the keeper, but... Oh, come on! He's offside. But that is shocking. That's so poor. Like, yeah, he did look offside, but the defending was so bad. It just made it so easy. Like, really, really poor defending. Nice. For God's sake. The crosses just aren't working. Even though they're supposed to be, working the ball into the box. Oh, back off, will ya? Honestly. I don't think he was offside. I think it's going to get given. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. Yeah, this is ridiculous. How come all of our crosses and all our headers go miles over? They put 3 in. Well, 2 in and score more. And one of them is a heavily deflected shot. Like, how are we 3-0 down in this game? I just don't get it. For God's sake, man! No crosses, work ball into box. Why is that so difficult? I'll take Swaj off in a minute. Every single header he's had has gone miles over. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, what is this? What is this? Some strike, like, but absolute ridiculous. Four 0 is shocking, man. Absolutely terrible, and it's not a 4-0 game as well, which is the most annoying thing. Jeez. He needs to come off. Like, every single... He's had, I don't know how many chances today, Swaj, and he's done naff all with all of them. I know Miles says that shouts don't really do anything, but I'm still going to keep going with them. He's a winger, this guy, but I don't play wingers really in this system. He's in the squad to potentially actually for us to switch to a more wing play system, but I'm just going to stick it as it is for now. So suffice to say, the next game is absolutely must win. So we'll play that one off camera and then we'll bring it back the third game, I imagine. But yeah, the next game is absolute must win. Oh my days. What is this? Great save from Valson. I regret starting him. I feel like I should have started Jurgensen now. Balson on paper is attributes-wise a better keeper, but on this basis, not good. Not good. I still feel like it's harsh to give Giannisson a bad rating. I don't really feel like he's been that bad. Knowing that I played a slightly more conservative style to sort of try and protect ourselves a little bit, and we've actually had more shots and still been spanked 4-0. Like, go figure. Match momentum has been fairly balanced. Just not been good enough at all, like, in chance conversion, really. We've created the chances, just not done anything with them, which has meant that when the BS that they've had, like, you know, that own goal and just shocking defending from crosses and that absolute screamer, to be fair, just meant that, like, they've just managed to punish us, really, for not taking our chances. Just the most annoying thing, I think, really, is to create chances and not put them away. What are you doing, man? How come now when they get the ball, like, before, you know, they have opportunities to work it into the box, they just whip it in first time, and then they get chances to cross it and they just dick around with it? I don't know. Livid. So we actually managed to beat Algeria. Now, this is one of the problems we've had during this run as international manager, is this game clashed with our cup game with Atletico. Like, we managed to postpone most league games, but we couldn't postpone the cup game. So we ended up having to instant result the international game, basically, in order to get it done, because the international game came up first for picking the team. So we ended up having to instant result it. And thankfully, we won 1-0, and Algeria also missed a penalty, so consider ourselves lucky, I think, to get the win, but we did it. Right, everyone, it is the final game in the group, and it is Permutation Central. Permutations all over the gaff today. We are third, minus 3 goal difference after that victory over Algeria. Colombia smashed Australia, which is potentially concerning. Although we did actually play quite well against Australia. We just weren't able to get the ball in the net. So they beat Australia 5-0. So Colombia are already through, really. You know, they're on +8 goal difference. Neither us or Australia are going to catch them. So basically, we know that if we can draw against Colombia and Australia lose, then we're through. Equally, if Australia beat Algeria, we have to beat them by more goals, I think. Although I can't remember if it goes head to head first. I'm not actually. I probably really should have checked that. But anyway, here we are. So I think we're going to go with this team today. Pretty much standard backline. Jurgensen in goal. Had a really good game last time out. Obviously, we didn't see it because we had to instant result it, but he did save that penalty. Suarez can go into partner Valdemar, so we've got options on the bench. Lerva can start over Schmidt, I think, for now. I think we'll go with that. Actually, I could be tempted to start Schmidt over Valdemar and see how he does, because we did train Schmidt to play at striker with the Valdemar didn't do much last time out, and he's been quite good coming off the bench, certainly in qualifiers and stuff, so we'll see how he does. Ragnarsson is going to go in because Aureliusson is injured, so Ragnarsson is hopefully going to just give us that very much that defensive solidity that he provides in spades. Obviously not so great going forwards in terms of passing ability, but crossing ability isn't terrible. So Colombia are, you know, probably the hardest team we're going to, you know, we could have drawn in this group. Colombia are probably the hardest team in the group. Is how I should have said that. And obviously I was sort of cautiously optimistic with Australia, and obviously we got absolutely smashed. So assistant once again not doing his details on the opposition, but we'll sort that out. What's this defense like? We'll tightly mark him. Obviously, he's saying not to press. That's okay, I guess. And we will also tightly mark this guy because his first up is also quite poor. And then we will up the line like we did last time against Australia because it worked quite well. And hopefully we can put a bit of pressure on them. Get an early goal. And just really... Oh, what a ball. What a great ball that was. I don't know. I think it was just slightly ahead of Suarez because like it's literally begging to be attacked. So I'm going to leave early crosses on for now and see how we get on with that. But I will actually get them to go low. Hopefully they'll do that. And see if we can create something with it. If it's not going well, we'll take it off. But I won't necessarily look to add in work ball into box because, as we saw against Australia, it got a little bit frustrating after a while. We are absolutely dominating them in terms of possession after the first 15 minutes. Almost 7.75 of the possession so far. So we need to basically turn that into a goal while we're on top, really. Into Schmidt. Lays it back to Janssen. Interesting. I'm going to just ask Raikkonen to ease off tackles. Last thing we need is a red card. Suarez nods it over. Of course he does. Of course he nods it over. And again, as we said, we don't make any difference apparently, but old habits die hard. We will still keep chipping away with these shouts in the hope that the morale boost that we see makes a difference. Maybe it's just that they don't make a difference how Miles wanted them to because they don't happen instantly, which is kind of the point he was making. Nice. Into the box. Still no whipped crosses, annoyingly. Low crosses, sorry. Still always high. But it's another chance for us. Colombia have had their first shot on goal. Because apparently it's slightly better XG than both of ours. Lerva, come on, I have faith. Just over. Just over. Okay. What's happening elsewhere? Did I just see that Algeria are beating Australia? Because I'm pretty sure I just saw a notification saying we are currently in second. Yes, because Algeria are winning. Hello. Suarez is just tipped wide. And we are really giving Colombia a good game here. Yeah, as it is, we are up into second and we are qualifying. Oof, good header. Good header. Really got to... I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be the same as the Australia game, though, where we're going to concede, like, some stupid goal. Oh, my word, just wide. Yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it? You just know it's going to happen at some point. Something's going to happen. They're going to concede an own goal, or they're just going to create a chance from nowhere, and they're going to cut through us. Like this, and this is going to be a goal, probably. Oh, great defending from Hjorlofsson. I honestly thought that was just going to end up in the back of the net. Raikkonen struggling. Schwarz struggling. Might make some changes at half-time just to freshen things up a bit, to be honest with you. You know what? At this point, I just want to get to half-time. Sound. We're at half-time. Okay, what are we going to do? That is the question. What are we going to do? I think we take Schwarz off, potentially. And I think we go with, where is he? Valdemarson. Where? There he is. And I feel like we might have to take Raikkonen off and we'll bring on Christian Olofsson. We'll leave it at that for now. Want a bit of fresh impetus, like, need to keep that momentum going. Like, we started that half like really, really well and sort of seemed to fade a little bit towards the end. Although, you know, that was just the perception from the highlights. So let's see if we can keep it going, keep the pressure up, start the second half as well as we did. Maybe let's just aim to put them on the back foot a little bit and just launch the ball forward and just try and ask them a few questions and stop worrying about getting the ball into the box so early. But just start pushing it forward, getting it forward quickly, playing a bit of sort of territory almost. You know, see if we can get the ball forward nice and early and potentially asking them some questions. And then potentially going to look to maybe bring off Pettersson for Björnsson. Löf's a bit tired, so I might actually give Ormarsson a chance here, who's actually recently made his debut, who can pass the ball. Maybe we'll go with that and see. Freshen up the midfield as well. Bit of fresh energy and impetus in there. Probably look to take Schmidt off soon as well. Probably be the final change. It's so important that we don't concede. Great save. So important that we don't concede, though. Because as it is, we're going through. As is, I believe. Hopefully it's still the case. It's the bar! Flipping heck, how did he miss from there? Right, need to switch on with it. If this goes in. Hits the post. Schmidt. Björnsson. Smashes that over. How, man? What's the... Is it still 1-0? Okay. 2-0 to Algeria. Brilliant. Okay. That's fantastic. That's really good. That basically keeps that as it is. And as it stands, we're going through. So, you know what? I'd rather just try and just make sure we get the result in the bag, really. I might take off Svensson because he is really flagging. That's okay. I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind that. Like that I'm okay with that. Like winning a corner, you know, it's just sort of keeping them under, keeping the ball sort of down their end. Valdemarsson. Right, now, final change. We're going to bring on Sigtrygsen for... Where is he? For Johannesson. So Sigtrygsen is someone we used to have, and then we loaned him out to Braither, and he eventually moved there permanently. He's one of these, he's got like 7 heading, but he's massive with 20 jumping reach. He's like 6'5", 6'6", and he's got 20 jumping reach. So I'm just bringing him in to basically just be a bit of a tower at the back, just to try and just basically snuff out any crosses. Olafsson crosses it in. As it stands, everyone, the World Cup journey is going to continue potentially, providing we don't cock this up and concede now. Janssen. No. You should have just passed that. And now if we score after he's just given the ball away and this sends us home, I'm going to be livid. Incredible defending there to recover from that, because they really should have scored then. I think I've just told them no pressure. All the pressure. All the pressure, everyone. Now, Noi. Sounds like I'm Northern Irish. Noi. Just get rid of this, pal. Head it away. What a save. What a save from Jørgensen. That literally would have sent us home. Literally would have sent us home if that had gone in. Because this is the last kick of the game. So let's just get it away. Away. Thank you. And we're through. We are through. Well, everybody, this could well be the end of the road. We're having to play Argentina in the second round. And that game is happening on the Saturday, the 26th of June. Okay, we've got a league game in between now and then. And then we've got a league game the day after. Okay. So, we're going to go away and play Greta. And then we'll see you for the game against Argentina. Heck. So everyone, massive game. Argentina in the second round. The World Cup. Gonna make a couple of little changes from that victory over Colombia in terms of personnel. Not victory over Colombia. Draw against Colombia. We're gonna bring Schmidt out. And I think we're gonna maybe leave Lerver on that one, but maybe actually play Valsen as an anchor. Just conscious of the fact that Argentina are going to be incredibly strong. And I think we're going to go... I don't think we're going to counter-press because I expect them to be much better at passing the ball around us. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to play low cross... No, we're not. We're just going to play mixed crosses, and we're going to actually time waste a little bit and play slow. We're basically going to just try and frustrate Argentina for as long as we can, I think, is the sort of only real way to go here, and hope that that is enough. Now, this may well be the end of our journey here in the World Cup with Iceland, but who knows? Let's see what we can do. We've already climbed up in the rankings so far in this, like, as a result of our performances in this tournament. Argentina going for a classic 4-4-2. They still got AKUREYRI in. How old is he now? 32. He has turned into some player, hasn't he? So let us see what are some of these defenders like. Basically, I just look for anyone who's got a poor first touch and just look to tightly mark them because I don't think they're going to be able to get past us. If they can't dribble, then I'll close them down as well. That's this guy. He's okay. He's not worth putting any pressure on him, really. He's also pretty good. Giving the ball away already, which is not what we want to be doing. Yes, Hjorlofsson. Hjorlofsson's been pretty good, to be fair. Been pretty solid. He's not stellar. He's 30 years old now, but he's been pretty solid at the back so far in this tournament. Good tackle from Rakelin. Now what can we do? If anything. Crosses. Squash is never going to score that. Why? Like, that's so frustrating, man. Really frustrating. That's never going in, let's be honest. But it counts as a shot, and it's the first shot of the game. Oh, Svensson feeds it down to Rakelin. What can he do? Brings it down. Crosses. Just a little bit too close to the keeper. I'm going to go... I know we've started relatively well, but I am going to stay cautious, actually. I'd meant to do that from the start. Just would rather try and play a little bit conservative. A little bit Gareth Southgate. I'm going to actually drop Swaj into deep line forward. He's been playing that role for us in the league and he's actually been doing quite well at it. So we're gonna drop him back onto that. See if he can help contribute a little bit to the build-up play. I don't mind him playing as a poacher because it gets him in and around the box, and he has got generally very good finishing. But I feel like I could just do with him contributing a little bit more to our overall build-up play, and he's got a bruised ankle. He can get on with that. Maybe look to take him off at half time because he did look like he was struggling a little bit anyway in terms of sort of general fatigue. Comes out to Echeverry. Can we force him back? We can. And it's cut out by Rakelin again, but unfortunately he just gives them the ball straight away. Great defending. Absolutely fantastic defending from Johannesson. Because Areliusson Aureliuson. Had basically got caught watching the ball a little bit, really. Got a good tackle. He gets rid of it. That's fine. You know what? I'll take just getting to half-time at this stage. 0-0. What a block from Svensson. That was lucky, because that was quite nicely worked. We did seem live to it. Like, was it Janison was pressing them? Was pressing out, but yeah. It just started to turn the screw a little bit towards the end of the half, Argentina, so I'll be glad to get in at half time. So we have taken Suarez off, and we brought on Schmidt, and we're actually going to play him as a false 9. Just someone to sort of drift back a little bit and try and pick up the ball from the two midfielders Pettersson and Merva, and just see if he can help contribute to our sort of possession and chance creation, because not really done enough, I don't feel. When we have got the ball, we've really sort of struggled. Oh, and AKUREYRI could have let it go out for a corner, but instead decided to give us the goal kick. Thanks. Cheers, pal. I'm going to have to take off Reykjavik and Aureliuson soon. I'm going to worry less about time wasting, though. Maybe sort of just go cautious for now, rather than full on defensive. Valdemarson nicks it. Glad to see that he is contributing to the defensive effort, but I would also kind of rather him be slightly higher up, because I want him basically sort of carrying any sort of counter-attack forwards. And it's hard to say that hasn't been coming. We're basically having to try and sort of Mourinho this, really. Like, you know, just sort of catenaccio almost. Keep it tight. Hopefully break. I think I'm going to bring on Simonson. Maybe just push him up a little bit. I know we've got early crosses on, but that was the opposite of really what we wanted. I'm going to take it off now. Pretty sure that was going wide, to be honest with you. Ah, that like it took a deflection. Looks like it took a neck past the keeper. Yeah, takes a deflection. It's frustrating. And let's be honest, we can't really be that disappointed, like, not been in a position to sort of really try and go for it, because they'll just pick us off. But they managed to sort of force their way through anyway. No, Schmidt. That's not why we brought you on. I brought you on to pick the ball up in those areas, but not to then just give it away like that. Nice. But, like, a nice little bit of moving of the ball, but the effort was awful. I do wonder though whether I might just jib off the national team job, because it's a bit frustrating when, like, you get games like clashing with like league games and stuff. Oh, and it's a goal. And it's 2-1. Valdemarson score. Björnsson assist. Björnsson who's just come on, creating something. Quite nicely worked goal. Like, I don't feel like we've necessarily changed vastly. But like Argentina kind of just sort of let us play through them a couple of times. Let's see if we can carry on, do more of the same. Oh, get lost. Really quite poor defending, let's be honest. Really not very good. Yeah, shocking. Svensson shouldn't let that ball go past him, really. And just as we've sort of shown any signs of getting back into the game, we've just gone, nah, we're fine. Clips the bar from Valdemarson. Like, but lower and that pings in. Yeah, and this is where the World Cup journey and this episode is going to end, everyone. It's always going to be tough coming up against Argentina. The only advantage to still being the national team manager is being able to call up players like Schmidt and Löw and Suarez, like making sure that happens. Yeah, although I think that is something that obviously they will get their national the citizenship and stuff, but yeah, it's actually making sure they get called up. And with that, it's time to turn our attention back to Tredje, and I will bring it back for probably maybe the Champions League playoff game. Or something like that, but I'll have a lot to catch up on for you then. A lot of transfers and stuff have happened, so yeah, I might just bring it back then because that's only going to be about a month away, so I might just play through quite a few of these games and yeah, get us to that stage. So I'll probably see you all then, everyone. Take care, thanks for watching, bye for now.